Emisiunea este susținută de Fundația Bosch România, împreună pentru viitor.
Hello everybody and welcome back. Easy English for Better Students. Ioana is my name, remember? And here is our lesson. Hello Teodora, hello Lara.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine. Same here.
Same here. All right. We are going to talk about, again, some reading comprehension. Again, a text for you to read and maybe some questions to answer. Then, we'll be having some practice, grammar practice, used to. Then, we will use this used to also to read some words with some silent letters. And for our culture corner today, we'll be talking about people to remember. This time, we are talking about Shirley Temple, Charlie Chaplin, and Harry Houdini. Here is our text. What is a blog, Lara?
A blog, it's a site where you post and talk to people.
Yes, okay. Would you like to have a blog, Theo?
Not really.
Because?
Because I don't think I will have time for that.
Okay, you are too busy. But here is Marian's blog. Let's get started. Lara, start reading. My teacher asked us
to think about how our lives change in 5 years. So I decided to blog about it. 5 years ago, I was 9 and I had a lot of free time. I used to play with my toys every day after school. I also used to play board games with my friends.
Thank you, Lara. Theo?
Now that I'm 14, things are different. I don't like to play with toys anymore, as I've got a lot of homework. I used to watch TV for about 3 hours every day, and I used to call my friends on those days. Now I go swimming every 2 days. When I was 9, I didn't used to swim at all.
Go on, Lara.
I used to play basketball for exercise and I used to play video games. But now I'm learning how to make my own video games. And of course, when I was 9, I didn't used to have a blog. Now I belong all the time.
I blog. Actually, we have a letter here. I blog.
Yes.
I blog. Indeed. Okay. Can you please name 2 things Marian used to do when she was 9, Laura?
She used to play basketball.
All right. What else?
And used to play video games.
All right. And also here, look, I used
to play with my toys.
All right. Theo, what did you use 5 years ago? What did you use to do 5 years ago?
I don't remember at all. I think I went to kindergarten.
Okay, I used to. Let's imagine. Let's think.
To go to kindergarten.
I used to play.
Practice.
Okay, I used to go in the park.
I used to go swimming and playing.
How about you, Lara? What things did you used to do 5 years ago, for example?
I used to dance ballet and I used to play basketball.
All right. Talking about used to, here is a way to express something that happened in the past but is not happening anymore. For example, we used to go to the theater every week. Can you think of an example, Lara, of your own? I used to?
Yes, I used to be friends with Mara.
Very good. How about you, Theo?
I used to drink milk all the time.
Excellent. Also, something like a state that existed in the past and not anymore. For example, I used to love shopping, but now I find it quite boring. How about you, Laura?
I used to think more when I was younger.
Okay, yes. For negative, we say didn't used to. Carol didn't used to cook every Friday. Now she has a child. That's why she cooks every Friday. But if we have a bare infinitive, like do, make, or cook, we use simply used to. After used to, we don't have a full infinitive. I'm inviting you, as usual, for our everyday grammar.
This is Everyday Grammar. I'm Lucia.
And I'm Kaveh. Lucia, did you know that I used to drive to work? But now I take the metro.
So you're talking about a past habit.
Yes, but let me tell you, I got used to the convenience of my own car.
Wait, are you going to say now that cars are used to drive people to work?
I almost did, because today we're talking about the three meanings of used to.
Used to followed by a verb is a regular verb and describes something that happened in the past but does not happen anymore.
Mike used to travel a lot. He used to go to school in New York. I used to swim on the swim team.
Used to can describe an instrument that is utilized for a certain purpose. In this case, used to is also passive.
Flour, sugar, and eggs are used to make cake. Medicine is used to treat illness. A basket is used to carry groceries.
And the last way to use used to is by describing something you are accustomed to or something that is normal for you.
I am used to living here. I am used to studying all night. She is used to going to the gym in the morning.
And that's Everyday Grammar.
Back again, my friends. Theo, Lara, here is an exercise. We have to choose the correct option. I skinny when I was young, and you have three options. Used to be, used be, or used to. Laura, please, the first one.
A, used to be.
All right, very good. A. Second, Theo.
But she didn't used to speak it when she was young.
Which letter?
C, letter C.
Yes, very good. Lara, 3.
Can you believe that Grandpa didn't
Yes.
used to eat a lot of strawberries when he was young?
Okay. Which letter? Because I'm not sure I understood you well.
C.
How about this one? For
I
negative,
didn't see that.
yes.
Yes.
So, which one?
It's B, I think.
Try again. Remember, it's past.
Okay.
Something in the past.
Oh,
The one
yes.
that is left.
Can you believe that Grandpa used to eat a lot of
Yes,
strawberries
A.
when
This
he
is the
was
correct version.
young?
And the last
Yes.
one, Theo?
Louisa didn't used to believe in used to believe. C.
Yes, very good. C is the correct option. Last time we talked about silent letters for B and D. Remember, Lara, remember Theo. Womb, subtle, doubt, no B. Remember, we don't pronounce B. Doubt, comb, tomb, and for D we have hedge, edge, sandwich, Wednesday, handkerchief, and handsome. This time with new letters. In this case, we are talking about K and L. Remember, no K is pronounced. Lara, the first one. Can you please read?
Night.
Night. Next, Theo.
Knife.
Lara again. Next.
No.
Next, Theo.
Knock.
All right, Lara.
Ni.
Knee. And the last one, Theo?
Knit.
Excellent. So again, K is mute. It's silent. We don't read it. How about L? The same, silent. The first one, Theo, the first line.
Should, could, would.
Excellent. Lara, next line.
Walk.
No L, indeed, walk. Theo, next.
Half.
Yes, but you skipped salmon. No L, salmon. Laura, can you please pronounce salmon?
Salmon.
The next one, after half, Theo, we have
Top.
talk. And the last one, remember no L, Lara?
Come.
Come, yes. Come, talk, should, summon, walk, could. Night, knee, knit, no, knife, and again, night. These were the words with silent letters. Again, this is our moment for Culture Corner, and we are talking about some important people that we should remember, and they were very important for that age, for their age, and they made some history. We are going to talk about Shirley Temple, Charlie Chaplin, and the last one, a magician, Harry Houdini, an important magician for like 1900, like at the beginning of last century. So we have again some vocabulary. Cherish is to keep something pleasant in your mind for a long time. Tramp, vagabond, someone without a job who moves from one place to another for food, and he also asks for some money. Also, cane is like a wooden stick made for walking. Usually old people have this cane. A wand, bagheta, magica, a thin stick used for doing magic. Handcuff, cătușe. I also placed only the picture of handcuffs. And trickery means the use of tricks to get what you want. Now, she was a prodigy, copil minune. She was very cute for her age, and she was one important actress. She was that talented. She could dance, she could act, that she started her acting career at the age of 3. She was very young. She was Shirley Temple. Shirley Jane Temple was an American actress, singer, dancer, and later businesswoman and even an ambassador. She played at Hollywood. She was #1 when her tickets, her films were sold. Also, as an adult, as I was saying, she was even an ambassador. She was an ambassador to Ghana and then to Czechoslovakia. Born in 1928, she began her film career at the age of 3, as I was saying. 2 years later, she achieved international fame in Bright Eyes. She appeared in 29 films from the age of 3 until 10. What was the name again, Lara? Can you say the name of the little girl?
Yes, Shirley Temple.
How old was she when she started acting, Theo?
She was 3 years old.
She was 3 years old. Here are some pictures, photographs, and the last with a dancer, it's from The Little Colonel, a very famous film for her time. And she was always the little girl with the bright smile and curly locks, bucle, kerțe, extremely talented. Again, she was a dancer, singer, and later on an ambassador. She was that famous that throughout the 30s, many products had her name on it, like mugs, cereals, on the cover of the magazines. And there was also a line of dolls with her name. However, in time, she would never be as famous as she used to be during the decade of 30s. Here are some photographs with the magazines, and yes, the dolls with her names. Can you see the pictures with dolls, Lara and Theo? Girls with her blonde locks?
Yes.
Yes, and she retired from acting, and then she became an ambassador, as I was saying, to the United States, first to Ghana and then Czechoslovakia. To this day, she remains one of the most beloved performers in the history of the motion picture industry. Her films are cherished by millions of adoring fans, and she will continue many, many years. Theo, Lara, she was Shirley Temple. And here are some photographs, what she looked like when she was 7, what she looked like when she was 18, and then 50, when she already became an ambassador. Another artist, again an actor, Charlie Chaplin. Here is the story of Charlie Chaplin, the clown who made so many people laugh, and the genius of filmmaker. He was absolutely talented for his time, that at the age of 8, he's starting his career. And because he was that poor, he even wanted, and he had to work for his money because he didn't have parents. And he joined, at some point, he joined a pantomime troupe, and with them he traveled to the US. And he was in the US when he became famous, and he started to earn like $150 per week, like very little for that time. And in 1 year, he became that famous that at some point he became the best paid actor at that time. What was the name again, Theo?
Charlie Chaplin.
And he was born in England. Here are some photographs, and also some 3 of his main pictures, his main films: The Kid, also The Pilgrim, and The Gold Rush. He was very good. He was that good that he was known for being a perfectionist, and when people used to work with him, it was absolutely tiring, and that meant countless takes, double, nenumărate, and also he used to replace leading actors. He had 4 wives and, yes, 8 children. Who would believe that? And here is the photograph with his last wife, Una O'Neill, with whom he had 8 children. Geraldine Chaplin, also an actress, she was one of his children. In 1975, he was even knighted by Her Majesty the Queen. And I saved the best for last, Harry Houdini, the magician. Harry Houdini was born in 1874. He was probably the greatest magician and escape artist in the world. He emigrated from Hungary. He was born in Hungary, and actually his real name was not Houdini. He took this name from a French magician, Houdon, and then he added only an I. At some point, he wanted to be a magician, and he even had some tricks with playing cards. He failed, unfortunately. After that, he even wrote some books. What was the name, Lara, of this magician?
Harry Houdini.
Harry Houdini, yes. Maybe you remember his photographs, or maybe you've seen his photographs, because at some point he even had some handcuffs, cătușe. He became famous for being the handcuff king, creating his famous challenge act, which involved escaping from police handcuffs. He even increased the level of trickery and the level of difficulty, and he also used ropes, frânghii, chains, lanțuri, if you can also see in the photograph, and even locks, lacăte. And here is another photograph. Also, by the end of 19th century, his secrets went to other magicians. Lara, do you remember the name of these iron stuff he escaped from?
Yes, handcuffs.
A fact. Actually, it's still debatable, the cause of his death, because some say that he died of peritonitis, peritonita, a bit of infection. Unfortunately, others say that he was poisoned by the spiritualists, people who perform spiritualism. What was the name of this magician, Lara?
Harry Houdini.
Where was he born, Theo? In what country in Europe?
Hungary.
Hungary, very good. So, what was the name of the lady, of the little kid? She started playing at 3. Theo?
Shirley Temple.
Yes, Shirley Temple. Lara, the other actor, very famous and very talented as well.
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin, indeed. Because of his moustache, Theo, if you have seen his photographs, he even ridiculed some dictators like Mussolini or even Hitler. And remember that Charlie Chaplin used to wear that bowler hat and the cane. And actually he created the character, the tramp. Can you please repeat the tramp, Theo?
The tramp.
And what did he used to wear, Theo? 2 things on his head.
A hat.
A hat, and he used to walk with
a
cane. A cane, very good. So, we talked about Shirley Temple, we talked about Harry Houdini, the greatest magician of all times, and yes, we talked about Charlie Chaplin, people to remember. Till next time, thank you again. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Lara, for being with us again. And also, nu uitați, prieteni, avem naradix.ro, platforma în parteneriat cu Televiziunea Română, unde veți putea găsi testele noastre de evaluare pentru această lecție. Nu uitați, naradix.ro. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Easy English, better students. This was our lesson for today. Thank you. Till next time, take good care.
Emisiunea este susținută de Fundația Bosch România, împreună pentru viitor.